Hi guys, welcome to today's video. So today I'm feeling like I need to hit the reset button on my life, so I'll be showing you what I like to do to get myself back on track. As much as I like to think I don't need one, I notice myself really thriving and feeling my best when I stick to a daily routine. So here's everything I do to help me get back into that, so I can look, do, and feel my best. And I want to thank Copilot for sponsoring a portion of today's video, but more on them later. The first thing I do when I feel like I need a reset is to make sure that I make the bed. Consciously resetting and getting back into a routine can often start from the moment we wake up. For some, it might mean skipping snooze and getting up at the first alarm. But since I'm not quite there yet, one of the easiest ways I can feel like I'm getting my day started is by making the bed. If you have some more time, changing the sheets can even help you feel fresher and that much more reset. But at the very least, making the bed in the morning makes me feel like a task has already been accomplished. It sets a positive tone for my day and keeps the space neat and tidy. And when the day is done, your bed's all cozy and ready to go. Next is taking the time to do my beauty routine. To me, there's nothing more luxurious than slowing down to take a few extra minutes to do my skincare routine, to floss, because we all know we should, and to do my hair and makeup. If you don't wear makeup, I totally get it, but for me, adding a little bit of eyebrow, cream blush, and mascara in the morning instantly gives me a confidence boost. And this doesn't have to take long at all, but slowing down to actually do it makes me feel so much more fresh compared to when I just throw my hair back in a clip and run out the door, feeling like an only slightly societally acceptable potato. When you feel like you look good, I think you carry yourself a little differently. And to me, it's just that lovely little bit of self-care that we can do to give ourselves a bit more of a boost. 3 is to find and keep a consistent workout routine. One of the first places that tends to slip for me when things get busy is my health and my fitness. I always find myself putting exercising on the back burner in favor of getting more done. But over time, I realized that when I'm consistent with physical activity, the better I feel overall. I have way more energy, I'm happier, less irritable, and it turns out that all the things I needed to get done, well, they get done anyway. And if anything, I probably end up doing a better job on the work I have to do because working out regularly just makes me feel way better and actually able to do it. I usually work out after work during the week and sometimes on the weekends. And I want to thank Copilot for sponsoring this part of the video. I am just about to go do my home workout with them. So if you haven't heard of Copilot before, they are a health and fitness app that is designed to help you build consistency and habits so that you can get started and actually stick to your fitness and health goals. I've been using the Copilot app since about April or May of this year, and what I like the most about it is that it's not just an app, but you actually get a real human person coach that can help you with check-ins. They design workouts and they work with you one-on-one to give you goals that you can actually integrate into your life and, more importantly, stick to. After having an initial meeting, my coach Jill and I settled on 3 goals for me to work on, and that is consistent meal prep, morning hydration, so water before coffee, and working out a minimum of 3 times a week. She's designed my workouts so that I can do a little bit at the gym, and if I can't get there, then there's options to do home workouts as well.
Game? What's a game? Oh, a game.
And she even added little extras for me, like this core burner. It's spicy. So far, I've really been loving it, and for me personally, I'm the type that needs some kind of external accountability to stick to my goals. Otherwise, I'll just let them slide, and especially with my health and fitness, that is the thing that helps me feel most balanced and consistent and clear of mind. So Copilot and the accountability from my coach Jill has really been helping. Copilot is available on iOS and Android, and you can track your workouts and even your movements using an Apple Watch, so that's a nice added bonus if you have one, but if you don't, it's not a requirement. You can do all of the workouts on your phone. So if you're interested in working on some of your health and fitness goals, you can try a Copilot for free for 14 days and get a consult with your very own live human person fitness coach. Everything will be linked in the description below. Thanks, Copilot. All right, let's go do this. Number 4 is getting dressed. When I feel myself falling out of my better habits, I don't know about you, but taking the time to get dressed in real clothes, I did air quotes there in case you didn't know, has made me feel so much more stylish and confident. As much as I love my leggings, I don't always feel like my best or most productive self in them. And my jeans usually always end up feeling a little bit tighter after being in leggings mode for a little too long. So taking a few extra minutes in the morning to shop my own closet and even recreate some inspo photos that I saved off of Instagram is one of my favorite ways to get back to feeling like myself. It's so easy to get into that sweatpants rut, but if you've been feeling a little dumpy frumpy, try shopping your own closet and getting dressed. I guarantee you'll feel so much better. Number 5 is eating proper meals. I'm going to be talking about food and eating in this section of the video, so if any of that is sensitive to you, skip to this timestamp. I wouldn't say I have a particularly bad diet or even a bad relationship with food, but just like I'd skip my workouts in favor of getting more done, I found myself often skipping meals too. I found when I was really focused on a task, it would become really easy for me to forget to eat, and I'd basically be running on coffee and fumes for a lot of the day. I learned that I was way under eating for my body and my activity level, and as a result, I felt really tired a lot of the time. My hair was even falling out in clumps, and I was just really moody and irritable more times than I would like to admit. For the past few months, I've been working on meal planning and meal prepping with an emphasis on increasing my protein consumption at every meal and overall making sure that I'm not skipping any, especially breakfast. Screw you, intermittent fasting. And since I've been doing this, I've seen my energy skyrocket. My hair is also growing back and I just feel so much better and stronger overall. Now if I could only just figure out how to make chicken breast taste good. Number 6 is getting outside. Every reset video that you've ever seen, and I'm sure will ever see again, will mention the healing power of getting outside. This doesn't mean that you have to go on some crazy long power walk with leg warmers and ankle weights, or turn into one of those people who hikes, because I'm not really like that either. For me, it just means making sure to take some time to actually get out of the house. And one of the ways I like to do this is by going for a coffee and a treat. Especially on the weekends, Jeff and I like to go for little coffee dates in the morning, and we get treats from our local bakeries around the neighborhood. It's one of my favorite ways to slow down and a great excuse to get up and get outside. Number 7 is tidying. For me, a cluttered space really does equate to a cluttered mind, and when I'm falling out of my routine, that's when I notice clutter start to build back up again. Then it can become overwhelming and even harder to address. So to kickstart a little reset, especially when I'm feeling lazy, I like to set a 10 or 15 minute timer to do a little light tidying. This usually is in the form of doing or putting away the dishes, loading the dishwasher, and maybe some light dusting or vacuuming. The key here I find is just to get started, but not committing to anything more than what's set on the timer. Usually I find myself being able to keep going even after the timer goes off. And it took longer than 10 minutes because I was feeling on a roll. But if I just want to go back to watching Selling Beverly Hills after that, all good. At least now my space is a little cleaner than it was before, and it's much easier to relax. And finally is cutting out alcohol. Jeff and I are actually committing to a sober November this month. And it's not really for any particular reason, but just like you might want to do a low buy, we like to do little cleanses like this to reset and give ourselves a bit of a detox.
This wine is all full. Give me another glass.
So instead of having our drink of choice, a Negroni.
With Prosecco. Oh, Magliazzo.
We've been kicking back with bubble waters or kombucha to get that same feel, and honestly, I don't miss it. I sleep better, I feel better, and I don't have any of that weird, heavy brain fog feeling the next day. So those are some of the things I do and have been doing to find a healthy routine that makes me feel my best, and it's what I always go back to whenever I feel like I'm starting to lose myself or find myself feeling in a little too much of a rut. Let me know some of the things you do to reset when you're not feeling quite your best, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. It helps me a lot. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. See you in the next one, guys. Bye.